We just had multiple Bills injury updates, and it has some massive implications for both sides of the ball for this Sunday's upcoming game against the Detroit Lions. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bills Digest. I'm your host, Anthony Senicar, and let's be honest. You, me, we all enjoy smashing some Labatt's, we all enjoy smashing some wings, and we all enjoy smashing some tables come Sunday. And the same way you guys smash those tables come Sunday time, I want you guys to smash that like, subscribe button, because you know what? We've been doing some stats digging here at Bills Digest, and take a look at this. 97% of you guys who are watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. Join the Army. Stay in touch here at Bills Digest for all your latest Bills news, because it is going to be a crazy ride of the season. Subscribe. Let's enjoy the ride together, and let's really break down this whole Bills season. So, Friday's practice is wrapped up, the final practice of the week. We had an injury report, and there's some major news on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Both bad, both good. So let's break it down for you guys all right here. Take a look at this. Big news near the top. Keon Coleman has no injury designation for the game. He is a full go. The Bills have their full receiver core back now. Now, on the bad news, take a look at Rasul Douglas. He is ruled out, had the knee injury during that Rams game, came back and then went back out. He is now officially out. Also, a quick heads up, the Bills did not practice Thursday because of snow. So again, was not a full real practice. Some other notable news. Dalton Kincaid had a full week's worth of practice. He is listed as questionable. On the defensive side of the ball, Damar Hamlin, Taylor Rapp, both questionable, both limited on Friday, and both did not practice Thursday. And Taylor Rapp did not practice Wednesday, but Wednesday was a walkthrough. So again, good, bad, and again, we had some more news as we did have Eddie Jackson called up. So it looks like the Bills are 50-50 on either Taylor Rapp or Hamlin, or it's just an insurance marker just in case anything happens. I fully expect for Cole Bishop to get a lot more snaps with both of these guys not back at 100%. Again, this Detroit Lions offense is super high-powered. I have a bunch of stuff I want to go through and talk about with you guys. Having Keon Coleman helps a lot, but again, with good, there's also going to be bad. So having a question mark surrounding Cole Bishop or surrounding Damar Hamlin and Taylor Rapp really hurts. But it looks like the Bills are getting healthier on the offense side of the ball with Keon back, and now with Dalton Kincaid is questionable, but I had a full weeks of practice, so we need a full offensive repertoire, because take a look at some of these stats. So right here, this is a crazy high-powered matchup. Take a look at this. Two teams who have the most points in the whole league, most points scored in the whole league, and then going deeper into this, matched up, the Lions have a lot of stuff on the Bills. Take a look at the passing or the yards per game. Look at the difference. They're averaging almost 400 yards a game. Look at the passing yards, almost 250 for Jared Goff. And then obviously the time of possession is a lot. They are second in the league on time of possession. Having that backfield of Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery really helps them control the game, give them an opportunity to chew the clock when they want to, and just really helps their defense by keeping the offense on the field for most of the game. And again, obviously, look at the rushing yards, almost 151 rushing yards per game. The Bills do have something going for them. In history's past, the Bills, after a big loss, have come back and banged out a bunch of wins in a row, going all the way back to 2020 with that Arizona Cardinals Hail Murray game. They came back and they banged out a bunch of wins going to the playoffs. 2021, that Tampa loss in overtime against Brady and the Bucks did hurt, but again, banged out a bunch of wins going to the playoffs. 2022, obviously, we had that Vikings game with that crazy Justin Jefferson catch, and then the fumble in the end zone with a bad snap and leading to a Vikings win. And the Bills were up against the wall at that point in the season, and they banged out a bunch of wins. And then finally, that loss against the Philadelphia Eagles, and again, banged out a bunch of wins. So the Bills do have a history of going on a run even earlier in the season. After the Baltimore and Houston game, the Bills won 7 in a row, and then obviously just lost this past weekend to the Rams. So McDermott does know how to stack wins. does know how to get the team in a good headspace. So I'm fully expecting not a good showing from this Bills team and a fully prepared Bills team, because looking at this Detroit Lions offensive and defense, they have themselves a handful, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Take a look at this Rams offense. Here's a quick picture of everything. Again, like I said, first in the league in points per game, fourth in the league in rushing yards per game, fifth in the league in passing yards per game, second in the league in yards per game. They are a great third down team at converting almost 50% of their third downs. They are also a great red zone team, and a sixth in the league at 67%, and then about one turnover per game. So they do not give the ball away. They do not give opportunities for the defense to get their teams back in the game. Jared Goff is playing lights out. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, both playing great. Jahmyr Gibbs is already at 1,000 yards rushing. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, both great receiving threats. Amon-Ra St. Brown, more of a typical Khalil Shakir type, which is yak, short routes, underneath stuff, zone beaters, and then obviously Jameson Williams, who is a major X factor. Again, same as Puka Nacua last week, who the Bills struggled with, has a lot of design plays to get him out in space quickly. Little screen passes, in and arounds, all that stuff. They really take advantage of the speed that they have on the offensive side of the ball. So again, going to be a handful, especially with Rasul Douglas out. It raises a question, like I talked about earlier in the week, with Kaiir Elam, if he's going to play, Jamarcus Ingram, if he's going to play, who's going to start opposite of Christian Benford. This Lions team picks apart zone defenses the same way Matt Stafford picks apart zone defenses. These are prototypical pocket passing offenses the last 2 weeks, and this Lions offense is just a more steroided up Rams offense, obviously, with two great receiving threats, now two great running backs. Jared Goff, who will pick apart a zone defense. I think this game is going to call for Kaiir Elam, call for a lot of pressure, try and get Jared Goff on his back. Again, Ben Johnson does design a lot of quick throws, get your playmakers out in space quickly, get the ball out quickly. And again, if we can get some pass rush from hopefully Rousseau or Von Miller, or just even some interior pressure from Jordan Phillips at Oliver, we have a chance to win. I'm not saying the defense needs to slow down needs to stop the Lions defense or offense, but they need to slow down that Lions offense, because they need to give a chance for Josh Allen and the Bills to have a chance to keep pace with this Lions offense, because they are going to put up points. It is inevitable. It's going to happen. I can see them really taking advantage of the Bills' banged up secondary, obviously with a rookie, Cole Bishop, back in secondary at safety, having either a second-year player, Kaiir Elam, who does not have a lot of games under his belt because he is in Sean McDermott's quote-unquote doghouse, or you go after the undrafted rookie, Jamarcus Ingram, who has shown flashes of playing really good. Obviously had the pick six against the Dolphins. He's still a rookie. Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jameson Williams, or even their third-string receiver, Tim Patrick, who had himself a great week last week. They will try and go after our weaknesses. Now moving to the offense side of the ball for the Bills and the defense side of the ball for the Lions. Take a look at this. Obviously, they have a very, very potent rush defense, top 5 in the league, but an advantage that we have, something we can take advantage of, having our full repertoire of receivers and pass catchers coming back, hopefully with Kincaid as well. They are 24th in the league in pass defense. This is an opportunity for Josh to throw the ball, sling the rock, get everything to your playmakers the same way the Lions do, get Khalil Shakir out in space, make sure that they find soft spots in the zone defense. Amari Cooper last week was leading the team in targets. I have a feeling that will continue. We're Keon Coleman back. Again, there's a good repertoire going on between Cooper and Josh these past few weeks. He is slowly turning into the Bills' #1 receiving threat. So I think we have to take advantage of this weak Lions secondary. Get Dalton Kincaid out in space. Get Shakir out in space. Get Jimbo out in space. Get these guys out in space, Joe Brady. Get this short pass game going. Get these screen passes going. Really get cooking because it will be needed. We have to go touchdown for touchdown with this Lions offense, or we are going to get manhandled. This is not the time for field goals, McDermott. Play like you did in the Chiefs game. Put the ball in the MVP's hands. And again, we have to go for the head. And again, going off of that, this game is going to come down to one man and one man only, and that is this man right here, Joshua Patrick Allen. He has to continue his MVP race. This is his best chance to solidify himself as the MVP. If he has himself another 400-yard passing game, has 50 yards rushing, 4 or 5 passing touchdowns, maybe 1 interception, he is going to solidify himself as the MVP leading favorite in the clubhouse. He is already there, but there is a back and forth between him and Saquon. But if he puts on a show against the Detroit Lions, the best team in the NFC, a team that is 12-1, a team that is just it's this generation's version of the greatest show on turf. Just so many weapons at the repertoire, so many options. They will punch you in the mouth, and they very infamously run up the score on teams because you know what, they can. And Josh, you have to have a show. You have to put on a game. The same way Keon looked at Josh this past weekend against the Rams, even Bills fans were in awe. He has to have another Superman game. Put on the cape. Emergency break glass. You got to do a quarterback rush for a first down. You go for it. You have to put the game in Josh's hands. You have to let Superman be Superman. Now, going off of that, let's take a look at the betting markets right now. So, obviously, Detroit has the Lions favored, and the spread right now is 2.5. The over-under is set at 54.5. So, obviously, Vegas figures a very high-scoring game. Going off of that, I'll give you guys a quick little parlay here that I think might hit during this upcoming game. Josh, alternate passing and rushing, plus 250. Amari Cooper plus 40 yards receiving. Again, building up that really good repertoire with Josh, leading the team in targets last week. When Josh needed a throw, he was going to Amari Cooper. He was looking for Amari Cooper. So again, smash that 40 plus yards. And then I think a big key for this Bills offense and a big key to beat this Detroit Lions team is the Bills need Khalil Shakir to have himself another big game, do plus 75 receiving yards. He is going to have himself a big game. The Bills offense needs to come out and really, really have put the Lions' feet to the fire on defense. Have them going punch for punch. Just keep on scoring. Keep on getting touchdowns. Don't kick field goals, McDermott. Go for the head. Get this win. Let's hope the Chiefs drop some games because we have the Steelers nipping at our heels. We're 2 games back of the Kansas City Chiefs. Hopefully the Chiefs drop a game. Let's get this win going. Not going to guarantee anything like I did last week. This game could go either way. These are both really good offenses. Both defenses are going to have themselves a real battle. Hopefully the pass rush shows up. Hopefully Kyer Elam or Jamarcus Ingram step up. Hopefully Cole Bishop doesn't have mistakes like he did earlier in the season if either DeMar Hamlin or Taylor Rapp can't go. So again, let's hope for a big Bills win. And as always, guys, please like and subscribe. And finally, go Bills.